Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to talk about Bible translation, especially English Bible translation. So when we think about English Bible translation, then many names comes in our mind like Wycliffe, Tyndale, Coverdale, Latimer and Cranmer and many others. But the original Bible was mainly written in Hebrew language that was later translated into several other languages including English. The full Bible has been translated into 698 languages. John Wycliffe is considered as the first translator of the Bible into English. However, he didn't translate its original text, which was in Hebrew. Yet he translated Saint Jerome's Latin translation. Saint Jerome's Bible is also known as Vulgate or Latin Vulgate. So John Wycliffe was the first person in history who translated the Holy Bible into English. However, he was unable to finish this task. Then the translation was later completed by Wycliffe's disciple John Purvey. Still, this Bible known as Wycliffe Bible. Now the question comes, why he translated the Bible into English? Means what was the need for the translation? How he got an idea or inspiration for this task? So the answer is here. John Wycliffe was an Oxford scholar who disagreed with many practices of the church and asserted that the Bible was the sole authority for Christians and for combating the corruption in the church. Means the Bible was responsible for the corruption in the church, according to John Wycliffe. So he believed that each layman or parishioners must know God's law as codified in the Bible. So this was the reason behind his translation. Here John Wycliffe is also known as a morning star of the Reformation, and he is best known for his first translation of the complete Bible into English. By the 16th century, Erasmus translated the New Testament, and he was the first to produce a Greek New Testament. Later on, Martin Luther took interest in translating the Bible. He translated the New Testament from the Greek into German. He translated the Greek version into German, and this German version of the Bible got published in 1522. Luther's complete Bible with the Old Testament translated from the Hebrew was published later in 1534. Soon after the publication of Luther's New Testament, an English scholar, William Tyndale, begins his translation of the New Testament, and he translated his New Testament from Greek into English. Means he translated the Bible's Greek version into English. Tyndale's Bible was published in the year 1526 at Worms in Germany. When the editions reached England, the Bishop of London seized them. Means Henry VIII was a bishop at that time. He seized the versions of Bible or editions of Bible, and he opposed the translation, and other church officials condemned it. Tyndale's Bible was the first English translation to appear after the introduction of printing, and which greatly increased the speed at which large numbers of copies could be produced. Now comes Coverdale's Bible. Miles Coverdale is the first person to print an entire Bible in the English language. Coverdale produced his translation in 1535 and it was the first authorized translation in England that was dedicated to Henry VIII. A revision of this Bible by Coverdale was published in 1539 and that became known as the Great Bible because it was so large. There were 6 more revisions published within a year, each with a preface by Archbishop Thomas Cranmer. For this reason, it has become known as the Cranmer Bible. Its real significance is that it was licensed by Henry VIII, who ruled that a copy of it should be placed in every church in the country. Now comes the translation, which becomes central to English culture as Luther's is to Germany, is the King James Bible. That is also called the Authorized Version. So when James first came to the throne in 1603, he agreed to a request from churchmen to produce a new version of the Bible in English. And the outcome was the Great King James Bible of 1611. It was edited by 47 scholars between 1604 and 1611. It aims to take the best from all earlier translations. Now let's discuss Lollard movement. Lollard movement is also known as Lollardism or Lollardy. Lollardy was a medieval reform movement based on the writings and teachings of the Oxford University theologian John Wycliffe. The Lollards were followers of John Wycliffe, the Christian reformer who translated the Bible into vernacular English. The Lollards had a profound disagreement with the Catholic Church. The term Lollard was a derogatory term given to the group by the established church. The exact origin of the term remains uncertain, but it is believed by many etymologists to have come from the Dutch word lollard, meaning mumbler. Wycliffe's followers are the Lollards not only attacked many beliefs and practices of the church but also demanded social reforms. The main beliefs of the Lollards were the Bible should be available to everyone in their own language, and second one is the Pope had no part to play in worldly affairs. So the Lollards preached to the common people in the English language and sowed the seeds for the Reformation movement. So friends, it's all about Bible and its translation. If you have any queries, then you can drop your message, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get every notifications of my videos. Thanks for watching this video.